Welcome once again to another episode of Hunting for Hundreds. This is number 3. We have our usual disclaimer so as not to offend or hurt anybody's feelings. And then we have but 533 hours played. And we'll start off with the P-47D-28. I must admit that I really didn't have a high expectations for this plane, but I've really learned to like it. Learned to like it a lot more than I expected to. I'd never really been that big of a fan of the P-47. The various P-51s, of course, P-38, um, Corsair, the Hellcat, yes, but I'd never really given the P-47 a fair chance. And this here with the KV-2, I enjoy it when it works, but it can be brutally painful to play. Hideously slow reload. That turret sticks way up there, and everybody knows the weak spot, right there in the neck or right below the barrel. It can still be fun when it works. That's probably the longest shot I ever made with it. Slavic Bender. All ground hours. Been trying to play a little bit more ground here lately, but since I suck at ground, it's a challenge. If I play ground, I ended up hopping in the self-propelled anti-aircraft vehicles. I do pretty good in those. Got as many as 7 kills in a match without dying in an SPAA. But the tanks still elude me a little bit. This guy here, he had a good bit of time in realistic too. Don't ask me how to pronounce that because I can't. Some of these I don't think are meant to be pronounceable. Just people got tired of trying different names when they were making their account and just typed some gibberish in there. I'm always looking for the interesting names, and there are a few in here. One of the cutest ones I saw recently was a guy called Napoleon Blown Apart. I thought that was hilarious. And here I am banging away with the SPAA. One Chico or this whole thing is surprisingly good to be British. I must admit I have neglected the British things, the aircraft and the tanks quite a bit. Just like I have in World of Warships, I have hardly any British vehicles. I don't know if that's a bias, a prejudice, or I'm sorry, Great Britain. But a lot of your stuff sucked. Yeah, there he is again. That's 2 times. Some people never learn. Alright, this is hilarious here. What's him 18 bouncing? I take out his engine. That was just couldn't have been much better. Unless I'd hit him in midair. That would have been really just epic. I think he must have jayed out there because somebody was coming up from in front. I had him from behind. Either way, I'll take the kill. He was 100. And you'll see him again here in just a second. very next match, I went back to the air, and lo and behold, keep watching. And back in it's become one of my favorites too, the Russian Law 7, LA 7, whatever you want to call it. Don't ask me to pronounce the actual name of the manufacturer. There he was. County win. And of course I pay the price, but as long as I get 100 out of it, I really don't matter. It doesn't matter to me. It was worthwhile. Him again. 857 hours. Very next match. MiG 3. Or Yak 3, I'm sorry. I have a 2.5 to 1 kill ratio with this. She's a lot of fun. Bang. Actually, a pretty good dogfighter. An impressive number of hours right there. Who wants to step up here and fly in front of my guns? Ah, we have a taker. Probably could have cut some of this footage out, but big row. Yeah, I honestly love all them yaks. Had a good time with them. Especially the 9K and the 9T. As much as everybody hates it, I've actually done pretty good with it in the air. I don't have that many ground kills with it, but it dogfights fairly well. And you hit somebody just once with that 45, and it's pretty much a done deal. Another fairly large amount of hours. Fox Manta. You can tell by their names some of these people take themselves fairly seriously. Here's Big Row again from earlier. I got him, but I stupidly hit the ground. But I got 5 kills in a row before I died. So I'll take it. We take anything we can get. This was the tail end of a slaughter. I was tickled to death just to get a kill. This one ended up being pretty impressive in that she's got a female picture on her profile, so I'm gonna call it a girl, even though I really doubt it is. Only 469 hours played. That's the least amount of hours anybody I've seen in the 3 videos I've done out of 51 different people. I was actually pretty tickled to get the second kill here. I got it with M24. Two 100s in the same match. That's just Don't get no better than that. I kind of like the Soviet BTR. It's one of the 4 guns. Pretty decent firepower. Probably a little better than the US M16. He took me out, but I got his butt too. I'll give you $1 for anybody that thinks that he's not coming back. The heck? I think I goofed up there a little bit. Here he comes again. Yeah, I think I goofed that a little bit. Not sure I really want to try to correct it either. We'll just let it ride. That puts me up by 1. He got me once. We took each other out once, and then I got him without him killing me, so. Maybe that was 3 times. Just recently finished getting all the mods on this M19. I kind of like it. I haven't researched or bought the M42, which is more or less the same thing with the turret on the front and a little more horsepower. I think it's the same basic guns and everything. They're both the same battle rating. I don't see any need to have both of them. Again. Managed to get White Rock Fortress a few times here lately. They had taken it out of the game before I started, so I kept seeing it in old videos that other people did and wanted to be able to play it, and I was so tickled to get it updated and put back in the game. And I like it, even though it's got its issues. It's so easy to flank and spawn camp. Sir Calvo. Look here. Anybody recognize that name? Here he comes again. He might have been hunting for me. This thing connects, it's pretty devastating. There was 5 in a row. I'll take that. This guy here I'm about to take out is the only one that I didn't look up his total hours played on statshark.net because I could not get that, figure out that pictogram, hieroglyphic, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, whatever that writing was. So I looked him up as best I could and manually added up his hours from 742 hours played. Fairly impressive. And for the last one, we're back in the B-47 D-28. By this time, it is all the way modded out. She is tough as nails. Tough as an animal, really. I was fairly surprised that I was able to get enough hundreds for this third video so quickly, but if you play a lot on the weekend and you play a lot of air, the opportunities are there. So now we come to the end, and there's some of the conclusions that I've drawn, some of the data I've crunched, and numbers I've finagled. Thank everybody so much for watching. Please try to make someone smile today. And as always, Della and I appreciate you and hope you come back again.